Moikka moi! It's Riikka Kovasin here with another video. This time I'm making an art journal spread. I'm creating the background using a gel printing plate and then layer elements on top. So let's get started. I'm working on a smaller gel printing plate because, well, I've found out that it's handier for me. So I'm actually doing a couple of prints side by side layered to the page so then I can cover a bigger area. I'm first adding some scribbles using Posca paint markers to the plate and then I layer a stenciled pattern on top. For that I'm using PaperArtsy acrylic paints. I'm starting by this PaperArtsy stencil with the pink colors and then swap to an AB Studio stencil, but using the same colors. As you can see, I'm layering everything on top of the gel printing plate, but in a reverse kind of way. So the Posca marker doodles that are going to be on the top layer are now on the bottom layer, because when I pull the print, everything kind of switched up. I then use green acrylics to pull the print. These paints are also by PaperArtsy. As you can see, this is the first print and I'm then doing another one similarly to the other part of the paper, so they overlap a little bit and thus create a bigger pattern. Of course, I could have done to the print to two separate pieces of paper and gone with that, but I wanted a kind of a uniform piece to work on. Next, I'm then adding some foam stamping to the background and using the same white paint also to add some splashes. For those, I'm using this fan brush. After drying those paints, I then add some stamping to add a little bit more of darker or contrast to the base. I'm using script stamps for stamping and a black ink. Then I cut the background a bit smaller so it fits inside my journal. I cut the pages separately and then combine them again using fabric tape and some washi tape as well. These kind of create a baseline for the composition coming on top. I then sped up the video quite heavily, so I'm not sure if it looks a little bit like a stop motion at this stage, but I wanted to show you how I built the composition without it lasting minutes and minutes. Beforehand, I already picked these green and pink elements that echo the background colors. I'm then choosing the elements I want to include to this page and ink around the edges while adding them to the page. I use a stapler to attach the layers and then just craft glue or foam tape to mount the elements so there's a little bit of height coming. As you can see, I'm building the main composition to the left side page, but also adding a little complementary kind of balancing cluster to the other page. The elements and colors are similar, just the other one is a little bit smaller. And I'm also including this label there that is handy for the journaling. I'm then including a little bit later. I'm using text stickers for the journaling and I opted for this snarky comment there, and well, the other page looked a little bit bare because the heavy black details are then more contrasting on the right hand side page, so I'm adding these foam letters to add a little bit more contrasting detail to the other side as well. I then use old buttons to finish the spread, just adding a couple on each side to make it a complementary or whole thing. And well, here it is, the finished art journaling spread. I hope you liked the video. If you did, you know the drill. Please consider subscribing and hit that bell sign to be notified when a new video comes live. If you want to see the materials lists, it's in the description box. Thanks again. See you again. Bye.